kwa sababu ninaye hapa kigogo wa mambo ya usalama nchini, the Minister in charge of Interior Affairs and Coordination of National Government, Honorable Joseph Nkaissery, the State of the Nation Address. As the man in charge of the country's security, what would you say is the state of our country's security?
Well, thank you very much. You know, today the President is coming to give the State of the Nation address, covering all spectrum of issues that the government has undertaken, the issues of economy, the issues of security, and in particular the security aspect, which is my docket. I think the President has done remarkably well in that we have expanded the National Police Force by 20,000 policemen. We have acquired state-of-the-art command center, whereby in the larger town like Nairobi and Mombasa, at the moment, we can be able to control and literally manage to monitor everywhere of every corner of Nairobi and Mombasa. That is the command, the National Command Center. We have also acquired 30 APCs for National Police Service, which we have actually deployed in the security areas like Mandera and Paraguay, and quite a number of other things which has taken place. We have expanded the training aspect in terms of curriculum. We have acquired for the police service body armor. A number of our police are now very secure in handling the terrorists, and we have acquired certain arms and ammunition specialized. So I can comfortably say the security of our nation is headed in the right direction.
Absolutely. And of course there's a question of the personnel. 20,000 more police officers coming from the training schools. But of course there are questions of how well accommodated they are, how well encouraged they are, how well they can be able to carry out their responsibilities from a point of comfort. Housing remains a very major issue for them. What would you say the government is going to do, or you're planning to do, to ensure that our police officers are in habitable places, to make sure that even as they move from their houses to go and guard Kenyans, they're able to do it from a point of comfort?
Well, that is a long-winding question. You should have just asked what is the welfare of the National Police Service. And that one we are taking serious consideration. We are in the process of acquiring housing for them. And at the moment we have also procured the insurance policy and what we can call group insurance policy, so that if any one of our policemen get into major problem, his future family is taken care of. In terms of, as I say, in terms of housing, we have actually, the government policy has directed that the National Housing Department of the Ministry of Land is to handle this, and the Ministry of the Treasury, National Treasury, has given quite substantial amount of money in this aspect. So we expect in a year or so, the issue of housing will be a thing of the past. Yeah.
Can you lastly say Kenyans should expect you to do more to secure them and their welfare?
Well, when I took the oath of office, and I thank the President for giving me this job, I promise that we will ensure that Kenyans, the security, the protection of their property is guaranteed. And that is one of the issues the President has anchored his policy, that without security there is no development, and therefore we are headed in that direction.
Your docket also handles issues of registration of persons. There are many people who are still complaining that they cannot be able to access national identity cards. How well can you be able to assure them that they will get these vital national documents? I
have personally issued instructions to all the chiefs, assistant chief, county commissioners, to ensure that anybody attaining the age of 18 is registered. And we have actually advertised position of registration officers countrywide, 1,018, which means each constituency will have about over 2 or 3 registration specifically dedicated to the registration of persons, and this exercise is ongoing. By mid of April, we have these officers in every constituency. So I think by July, September, this issue of identity card will be a thing of the past.
Lastly, the question of illicit liquor remains a major issue. We've seen your principal secretary move out, engage in a lot of pouring of the illicit liquor, and even sacking chiefs on the spot. There have been complaints that this is probably unilateral, that you don't need to sack chiefs on the spot, or you're embarrassing them.
Well, from the humane side, yes, it would not look very good for somebody to be relieved of his official duty in public, but we wanted to send a very powerful message. Remember, on the 2nd of July last year, the President directed that we must get rid of illicit second generation and illicit brew in the country. And I had directed the Principal Secretary in my ministry to get hold of the county commissioners. We make sure that these illicit breed are removed from the society. Otherwise, we are going to lose a generation of our youth. So this will continue. This is a message to chiefs. It will continue. We will continue relieving them. If you find in your own location or sub-location illicit drinks are there, we'll relieve you of duty there and then.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. The man in charge of the national security, Major Retired Joseph Nkaissery. Bas, ni hayo tu amesema kuhusu mambo ya usalama. Wacha tena nimpokeze usukani Faiza na Salim waendelee kuwajuza mengi zaidi kuhusu hotuba hii ya rais na maandalizi kule barabarani, kwa sababu unaona sasa mambo ni ngangari kabisa, ishara kwamba wakati wowote kuanzia sasa rais atakuwa akifika hapa kuweza kutoa hotuba yake kwa taifa. Swale na Faiza kwenu sasa.
Naam, asante sana. Ni kwamba swala la usalama ni muhimu sana na serikali itajivunia kwa masuala ambayo imeshughulikia tangu pale, ikiwa ni pamoja na kuwapa ala za kazi na kadhalika, kujaribu kutatua masuala ambayo yanawakabidhi kama tuseme vile maslahi yao, kama ni ile bima ya matibabu kwa maafisa wa usalama ambao kitambo hawakuwa nayo. Ni masuala ambayo ni muhimu.